What to do if you are stopped by the police. If the police want to stop you when you are driving, they will turn on the flashing blue and red lights on top of their police car. They may also turn on their siren. If you see police lights or hear a siren, you should stop the car in a safe place as quickly as possible. If you cannot stop quickly, you should show that you are planning to stop by putting on your turn signal or your hazard lights. Do not get out of the car unless the police officer asks you to. This is very important. Do not run away from the police officer, even if you are scared or don't understand why you have been stopped. After you have stopped the car, turn off the engine. Turn on the internal light in your car if it is dark outside. Open your window all the way and place your hands in a relaxed manner in your lap or on the steering wheel, where the police officer can easily see them. The law requires that police provide an interpreter to anyone who needs it, either in person or by phone. If you need an interpreter, say interpreter and your language to the officer. Vermont police are not supposed to call immigration authorities for interpretation assistance. It is important to always make it very clear to the police that you are not holding or reaching for a weapon. Keep your hands where the police can see them. If you are in the passenger seat, put your hands on the dashboard or on your lap and keep them where the police can see them. Avoid any sudden movements, especially toward the floor, rear seat, or passenger side of the vehicle. If you need to get something from those areas, tell the officer why and what you need to get from the area before reaching for it. Do not get into an argument with the police officer. Try to stay calm and be polite. Both drivers and passengers have the right to not speak to the police. However, if you are the driver, in Vermont, if the police ask for your name and date of birth, you must give it to them. If you are the passenger, you only need to give your name if the police suspect you are involved in criminal activity. Passengers are not required to show an ID. If you are the driver, you are also required to provide your address, car registration, and car insurance, and say if you are active duty U.S. military or not. You are not required to answer other questions. You do not have to answer questions about where you were born, whether or not you are a U.S. citizen, or how you entered the U.S. You do not have to agree to a search of your car, body, or possessions. It is not lawful for the police to arrest you for refusing to agree to a search. If you do not agree to a search and the police believe there is a legal reason to search your car, the police may take your vehicle and apply for a search warrant. A search warrant is an order from a judge giving them permission to do a search. The judge can either approve or reject the police's application for a search warrant. If the police say they have a search warrant for your possessions or your car, ask to see it. Police are required to provide a copy of the search warrant that a judge has approved. If you are suspected of drunk driving, the police will ask you to take a test to see if you have too much alcohol in your blood to drive safely and legally. If you refuse to take a test, you may be arrested and taken to the police station, and your driver's license may be suspended, which means you will no longer be allowed to drive. If you are arrested, you have a right to know why. If you are arrested or taken to the police station, ask for an interpreter if one has not yet been provided, even if you speak some English. Say you wish to remain silent and ask for a lawyer immediately. Do not say anything, sign anything, or make any decisions without a lawyer. If you call a lawyer from the police station, the police cannot listen in on the call. They can and often will listen in on calls you make to anyone else.